Let's talk a little bit first about, um, I guess, what this process was like for you. You go to Missouri Southern, you have a couple of great years, and then you decide, maybe there's something else for me here. You go into the transfer portal, which I know is the first time for you doing that. What was that process like?
It was pretty interesting. Obviously getting into the portal isn't an easy decision by any means. So it was definitely, something that I had to, talk with my family and kind of figure out what I wanted and if it was going to be the right path, for me to go down. And obviously once I made the decision, things kind of started to move pretty quickly and I got some calls, my coaches got calls. So it was exciting to kind of know that there was an opportunity, outside of, just Southern in Division 2 for me, at these other Division 1 schools, which is something I think all young athletes kind of dream of. So it was kind of surreal, I think, at first. So, but it's been pretty good, obviously, ever since.
Yeah, I'd say it worked out okay for you. How many Division 1 schools, if you don't mind me asking, were you looking at?
I was looking at a couple. I mean, there were obviously I didn't really want to go too far from home. So I talked to Molly at GCU and I talked to Coach Bracy at Mizzou a little bit, but obviously I ended up staying at Missouri State.
Why'd you make that choice? Why Missouri State?
Um, well, for one, it's right down the road from where I live, and my family loves that. I have a huge support system, from them and from the town of Mount Vernon. And so I think, and Coach Kinsey, who's from Mount Vernon, and I grew up watching her, and I watched her play, in Mount Vernon and at Missouri State. And I kind of grew up as a little ball girl at Missouri State and go to their camps and stuff. So I think when I was younger, it was kind of my dream school, I guess you could say. And I guess I kind of gave up on that. And so now to have the opportunity to kind of fulfill that dream, I didn't want to, not take it.
I remember watching you in high school and thinking, like, if you were just a little bit taller, you would have D1 schools, knocking down your door, right? And I know that was probably a limiting factor for a lot of coaches. Is it validating for you to be able to go to D2 and do the exact same thing you did in high school, which was excel the whole way and prove to maybe some doubters, maybe even prove to yourself that you do belong at a D1 level?
Yeah, definitely. I think, going whenever I was coming out of high school, the excuse was, well, she's not tall enough. She's not tall enough. And so now, that's really not an excuse anymore. We kind of shot that one out the window these last 2 years. So it's kind of nice to see it kind of be gone from an excuse.
Yeah, I would say that one's totally gone with the awards that you racked up. For you, has that been a motivating thing to say, let me show everybody that it doesn't matter how tall I am, I can play ball no matter what.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think my expectations, are higher for myself than probably other people have for me. So, to be able to fulfill my own expectations and have, not care about my height, my speed, my strength, and none of that, and just, give it all that I have and continue to put in the work and see it kind of, obviously show with the success that I've had. I guess I don't know. That's been good.
Yeah, it's gone quite well. You mentioned playing now. You're going to be playing for Kenzie, somebody that you idolized when you were younger. How cool is that going to be to be able to be on the same bench night after night?
It's kind of surreal. I never, thought that it would ever turn out that way. She was, coaching at UCM for a while and then went somewhere else, and now she's back at Missouri State, and now I'm back at Missouri State, or now I'm at Missouri State. And I think having a connection with your coaches is huge when it comes to playing. So to be able to have that connection with her, I think is really going to help me. I guess help me with the transfer part of coming to Missouri State.
Have you given much thought? I know this has probably all happened pretty quickly once the process gets going. Have you given much thought to what it's going to be like when you actually step on the floor at the bank at the arena there, in a Missouri State Lady Bears uniform and actually go out there and play some minutes?
I haven't really thought about it yet. Obviously, I've got a long time before then to kind of get in the gym and prove myself again, every day at practice in order to be able to earn that. So I'm just taking it day by day.
You mentioned getting in the gym. So then that kind of leads me to my next question. What are some things that you think will translate well from D2 to D1 for you? What are some things you think might be challenging making that jump from D2 to D1?
I mean, I definitely think it's going to be a lot different, but everyone, I mean, I don't know. I'd say the level, it just goes up. Obviously, there are things that you can get away with in Division 2 that you know probably aren't going to work in Division 1. Guards are probably going to be bigger. They're going to be able to read things better, and so it's just kind of tweaking and getting everything kind of, I guess, more like not so sloppy, like toning it all up, getting it all, really just the fundamentals of it down, so that you can have success, against those guards who have obviously have Division 1 experience.
I know we talked about playing with or playing for Coach Kenzie, but playing for Coach Cunningham, I'm sure is going to be really cool. It's really amazing when you look at her resume, how much she's accomplished. You know, national championships, but also years of head coaching success elsewhere. How much of playing for her was a factor in your decision?
It definitely was, like I said, I think having a connection with your coach and having respect for your coach, it comes in huge when it comes to playing for them, because you know that they're, going to give you everything and you want to give everything for them because of that respect. And so, yeah, Coach Cunningham, she's great. She's all of her, awards and stuff, all the stuff she's accomplished is great, but she's a great person as well. She was really easy to connect with and really easy to talk to. And so it was just it was an easy choice, obviously.
Couple more for you. There's kind of an influx right now of local talent coming into the Lady Bears. There's already a few girls on the team that played in high school when you were in high school, and Chloe Mode and India Green. And now Cayman Beckemeyer is going to be coming in from Republic as a freshman. So at the same time that you're arriving, so two more of you from the area. It's almost like a little bit of an ozone, Southwest Missouri type squad that's coming in. How exciting is that for you to know that you're playing with some of the girls that you competed against when you were in high school?
It's really cool. India and I got to play on some AAU teams together growing up, so I know her pretty well. So it's really, to see, like, I mean, we saw each other at practices and at those AAU games, and to see like all that, time we spent with basketball, pay off, and getting to play, at our dreams of being Division 1 players. It's kind of cool. And obviously, we played against Chloe, and Cayman was 2 years younger than me, so I never really got to play against her or anything. But obviously, if you're talented in the area, people know about you. So I obviously have known who she was. And so it's exciting to see her be able to come up too with us as some local talent.
I'm looking forward to seeing that backcourt. I hope you guys get some time on the court together. You know, that would be a lot of fun. And then I guess last thing for you, you briefly mentioned your family and being close to them and the support from them and the support from Mount Vernon. What do you think this is going to mean to your family and to those friends and maybe extended family that have been so supportive of you over the years when they get to see you step on the court in a Division 1 game?
I don't think they'll be able to explain how they feel. They all were obviously a little worried when I got in the portal because I was so close to home, and they were afraid I was going to be, far away. But I'm just down the road the other direction, and so they're super excited to still get to come and support in person. And like I said, I told Coach the other day, I said we're going to have the town of Mount Vernon and Republic at all of our games from me and Cayman.
That's true. I mean, the attendance should be going up now. You're going to be bringing in
Yeah.
some local towns. Are you close? Is it closer or further from your house to Southern or Missouri State?
It's honestly about the same. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, my house is Mount Vernon obviously is right in the middle between Joplin and Springfield, so it's literally about the same.
Well, there you go. You didn't wind up going to Arizona. I know Molly would have liked that, but
Yeah.
parents probably happy they don't have to fly out there to see you.
Yes. Yes.
All right, Lacy, that's all the question that I've got for you. Is there anything else you want to add, though?
Yep. I got nothing.
Well, thanks again for a few minutes. Best of luck with everything and congratulations. I know this is a big day for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.